Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Fields.
Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on this.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 26, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Jakeem Grant.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing after the interception, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Again, Fields.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Out to his left to Mixon on the check down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Rolling to his right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Touchdown!
Ja'Marr Chase
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. Well, young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, Boyd, what a catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Herbert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They snap it to Fields. Steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180. 11, 11. 11, 90. 11, 90.
Again, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
It got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Herbert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Here's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Kmet.
And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A huge play there for Chicago. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool
there to make the grab.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Wilson now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
and they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Tackle made that time by Mike Hilton, former Steeler.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Just like that.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That's complete to Robinson.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. After the sack on first down, Burrow on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Herbert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 64 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Back to Mixon on second down.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And some room to roam now. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 23-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's to the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end.
Ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse, disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me.